paperwork in my hand and I have the complaint in my hand, one of the things that struck me right from the beginning is how personal this is. Quote, defendant C. is a 25-year-old auto-tuned and edited rapper. Wow. Unfortunately, as the saying has it, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Defendant Stephan Sterns, who has also been accused of several acts of sexual assault, rape, sexual violence, and drugging, among other deplorable conduct, is the father who is seemingly taken after his father as family business of reckless partying, drugging others, sexual violence, and other illegal conduct. You usually don't see that kind of language in a lawsuit. Very, very personal attacks. Also, allegations at this point. Not the Paws have not been criminally charged, not been found liable. These are allegations, but when they mention Christian, I have to highlight this too. They actually embed into the complaint not a photo of him on the red carpet, not a photo of him on an album cover, not a photo of him taken by the media. They embed a photo of him and his brother being detained in handcuffs by federal agents during that raid. That is very intentional. Of all the photos to use, you are accusing him of sexual assault, and you use that photo? That was no mistake. Now, I am reminded by the fact that Mr. Harkey is being represented by not only Robin Diggs, but as I mentioned, Tyrone Blackburn. Mr. Blackburn is representing former Diggs producer Rodney Jones, who also filed a separate lawsuit against Jimmy, his son Justin, and several others.
I think we're on. Okay, so.
It is not surprising when you're seeing this language as he is represented.
So there is a delay. It's not super real time.
Of these lawsuits in a minute, but going back to the O'Markey, another interesting tidbit is that in addition to Diddy and Christian, there are several unnamed John Does and companies who are named as defendants as well. O'Markey claims that these people and companies aided and abetted in the commission of the conduct described in the lawsuit, and that as the case proceeds, she may add their names later on. Now, O'Markey goes into some detail about what this environment was like. She talked about how she worked the late night shift from 6
Hello. Oh, I see what happened.
Drug use, which caused the guests.
My camera fell off.
The makeup of the yacht quickly evolved.
Caroline in the house, Michael. This is so fun because completely unplanned. I just wanted to see if I could learn how to turn this thing on and stream. It's like a green screen thing, and I picked this background. So I am streaming through StreamYard, and it's connected to my YouTube Live. So you guys are in YouTube, and I'm getting it all like collected into this other chat. Really fun. Will you stay long enough to tell me if I can play media? If you can see it when I play media, I got to figure out how to do that. Can you see me? Yay. You see if I put up media clips. All right, let's see if I can do that. Live, just testing, explaining what's going on. It's so much fun how I'm getting visitors in here just to like help me test. Really, really cool. I think sound loop. Okay, here we go. So my niece Caroline is here, and Sister Christy is heading in. I guess technically anyone could come in because this is public and visible, but it's just listed as a test. I don't think anyone's going to want to click. If they do want to click, hi. Me without makeup. Just testing sound, because if this works, then tonight I will definitely go live to talk about Madeline Soto, Stephan Sterns, Sebastian Rogers, and there's a couple other cases, the Daybells. I want to just clump all into one Salty After Dark update. There's some coworker stuff. We want to talk about the moon and the stars that were invisible through cloud cover, the night of Alibi. Hi. So just thinking through some of the stuff. I think if I'm going to do a live, I'm going to do a couple of topics. I'm just like, so what I need to know is if I can present clips and stuff. So I'm about to do that really quick. All right, honey. Thank you. Carrie, Mike. I don't think I see Christy yet. That's okay. I can't really see who's in here. I think it's 2 people. No, I'm here. No, I'm here. Not over. Not over, girl. Didn't end. 1-6. Let's see if my phone still gets it. So somebody's saying it ended for them. The stream. Getting feedback messages. Just trying to figure it out. There we go. Okay. So present. Anyone still with me too? Okay, cool. Present. Oh, I can share my screen. I can share another camera. Oh my God. I can do so many things in here and I can't see any of it if I'm not live. So this is really fun. Exit solo layout. Oh, I'm in a solo layout. Group layout. Present. Video file. Okay, guess what, Carrie? Like I already saw this, but I don't know if you know who Vinny Politan is from Port TV, but he was on his home podcast last night, and I sent a chat to him, and he replied, and we chatted a little bit and talked about this case, and I asked him what he thought. So I'm gonna include that clip when I stream, and I'm gonna use that one as a test. He's calling me Salty Bird in this. It's so fun. Downloads. Oh, desktop. New computer. I gotta figure out where I saved everything. Gallery. Maybe it's in pictures or videos. It's gotta be downloads. Is it in documents? Yeah, documents. Okay. So how do I? I'm not sure how I do it. Present. Video file. Documents. Maddie Soto. Benny Politan. Okay, me and Benny chatting. How do I turn the sound up on this?
Melly's got a great question here.
There we go.
Can
you guys see it?
Be a legitimate witness when she lied to the world about the whereabouts, etc. Well, again, I'm saying this is presuming right? There's a couple different
I have
scenarios.
to verify
ways
my
to play
reel.
out.
Hold on.
But this is presumed.
No, don't stop.
Of misreading the evidence, and the statements to the public may be different than the statements to police. Okay, statements to the public might be different than the statements to police. Everything can be used against you in some way, but there could be an explanation why you're saying certain things to the media. But there is an obligation, a legal obligation, to speak truthfully to investigators. Although you can
donuts.
also choose not to speak to them at all. Right? You have that.
Yeah,
choice,
you guys
but
seeing
if you
my
choose to speak to them, you need to be truthful. If you're not, then that's a problem too. But yeah, there will definitely be a problem with her, and as with any cooperating witness. Now let's go to the next scenario where she is involved, maybe after the fact. You know,
here we go. Right after you touch the Melly, it's
an
me.
accomplice after the fact. If it works out that way,
here it comes.
Those witnesses always have problems.
I'm gonna have to cut.
They always have problems because they're taking a deal. They're getting the benefit of the deal to testify.
This is a perfect reaction video set up. In
that situation, then you need pieces of evidence, whether it's an email, a video, something, to independently corroborate parts of the story of the witness, because you need to bolster their credibility. So you need corroboration. Corroboration in the form of the type of evidence that you look at and say, oh yeah, okay, I get it. That's it. You can't not believe that evidence. It's right there. It's right in front of you. You need evidence like that to corroborate pieces of her story. The whole story will never be corroborated, but pieces of it, to kind of tie it all together and say, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you don't believe what she's saying? Well, she said this, and then you saw that video. She said that, and you saw the text message that was sent. She's telling you the truth. That's how you have to do it. Oh, let's take a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Salty Bird with her first super ever. Salty Bird. Hi, Vinny. This is my first super ever. I'd love to know what you think about when Stephan formulated intent. I noticed that it is part of the charge. It is premeditation. But premeditation can come, and I know maybe you haven't heard this, but premeditation can come in an instant. So even in a situation where, let's say, there's some form of abuse going on, and she's fighting back, and then he takes the time to formulate a way to control the situation and take her life, right? If there's a way, there's different ways, but it can be formed in an instant. As long as you have that moment to contemplate for just a moment what you're about to do. Now you can claim passion provocation or something like that, but that's not really going to apply here. That's like the case where somebody, what they tell you in law school is, husband comes home or wife comes home and their spouse is in bed with someone else, and then they end up taking someone's life. And it's just like in the heat of passion, right? That's a reduced mental state for criminal culpability. That's not happening here. But the intent, they have evidence. I mean, you can't just willy-nilly allege this. So there's something that they have that is leading them there. Now, there is obviously what I believe is all the things that happened after the fact, right? After the fact, where they're trying to make it, or he's trying to make it look like I'll take her to school and he's dropping her off, and has the whole story, and actually drives the car towards the church parking lot.
This whole time we're talking about it because
you have the stuff he's doing after the fact.
Charges what did came out, which I'm going to do this when I do the real live, but I'm holding.
How much time did it take? I don't think this
Pause this real quick. Wow, look what I can do. Okay, so I'm holding the grand jury indictment The green screen, I don't know. Okay. So this is a copy of the grand jury indictment against Stephan Sterns for first-degree premeditated capital murder. They did, I mean, I guess I'm going to talk about this later, and it's turning into one right now. Avison River, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This is actually a test run. It's my first ever stream using StreamYard. So this is completely new. I will be later streaming about the true crime case, Stephan Sterns, regarding Madeline Soto. And I am just giving a sneak peek. Right now, this is just a practice run so I can learn how to use StreamYard and play clips. And it's so much fun for you guys to join me and to do this live test. It's like a full screen rehearsal. Yeah. So I don't know how you found me. How'd you find me? Tell me how you found me, because this is all new to me. I usually do pre-recorded videos. And I thought, I babble. I take forever to edit a video. I love lives. I'm going to do lives. I don't want to just talk at you. I want to hang out with you. So anyway, I'm holding in my hands a copy of the Stephan Sterns indictment. This is not all the stuff he was originally arrested for. What happened is the autopsy was completed for Madeline. And although she's a minor, they're not going to release the results to us. None of that will come out unless this becomes a trial that's publicized. But we know that the indictment came out right after that was done. So it talks about premeditation, and the clip I'm playing right now is where I engaged in a chat with Vinny Politan from Court TV. He was doing a live, and I was asking him what he thought about the premeditation element. So I'm going to read through this entire thing later when I do my focused live on this topic. And right now, just to test the media, we're playing the rest of Vinny's answer.
Case.
Love
that
Vinny
we see in
Politan.
spousal cases where one spouse is looking to take the other spouse out and comes up with this elaborate plan. I think we're talking about more of that instantaneous premeditation where you just have a moment.
Yeah, he's talking about heat of passion versus
and then you go forward with
bold choice.
A moment to reflect, and then you go forward with the activity, with the action. Now, the details right now are very sparse, but we're about to get a lot more. We're about to get a whole lot more. And congratulations, Salty Bird, on your first super ever. I hope it was super for you.
It was.
Thank you so much. Sarcasm for fun. Hey, Vinny, mod.
That was fun. That was so fun. Okay, so we're going to take that one out. And look what I learned to do. So freaking fun. Let's see if I can get one more something. Oh, man. Avison, something just happens to some people. I think I don't understand why they are the way they are, but with analysis, we can at least look back and we can unpack and understand how they became the way that they were. It's usually some maladaptive reaction to something in there, the way they were raised, some trauma that happened that totally changes who they are. And then we can look back and say, with what we know now and what we know about the person, what would this person do in this set of circumstances? That's what criminology tries to do. It's actually a interdisciplinary blend between studying the law, of course, psychology, criminal and deviant, and forensic psychology and sociology. It says, why does someone do that? But then it also looks at society and things like crime rates, types of crime, and it says, okay, if we look from 30,000 feet up and we look at crime as a sickness that society is afflicted with, then we'll be able to better treat the sickness, lower the rate, and live healthier and more peaceful lives. So that's, my hair is doing something nuts. So that's what I do. I analyze these cases, I break them down, pull them out of the box, and look at it from a psychological perspective, a legal perspective, body language, all that. You know, the answer, I'm going to call you River because I'm not sure how to pronounce your first name. Is that okay if I call you River? River, we believe that if you create the right policies around crime and reform, right? If you have the right kind of interventions, then it helps. Yes, absolutely. Allison, cool. Yeah, what you're talking about is like, first of all, deterring or preventing initial crime, right? Something, and then secondarily, once somebody's gone into the system and they've done something, and we know and we have a chance to intervene, talking about then long-term reform and keeping them out of the system, preventing what we call recidivism, which means just going back. So cool. So yeah, that's what we aim to do. Is I also, part of what I study is policy. So the policies associated with that. That's what I do, is just try to figure out what works, and try to be really even-handed and see both sides and say, yeah, this is evil, but let's try to understand it anyway. It's a little bit of profiling. This is so fun. I love hanging out answering questions. Do you have any other questions? Anything I can tell you about? I hope you join me again. I'm thinking tonight, probably going live at around 7 or 7:30, and doing this, reading out these indictments and going over all of the 60 plus charges with Stephan Sterns. I also want to jump down into the cold water, deep end of the rabbit hole with the mom, Jen Soto, what she may know, what she doesn't know. I've done a video about that before, but with more information, I really want to put my finger on the vouching that she does. She gives us testimonial, and she says, quote, "I saw her get dressed." So Maddie's mom says she saw her getting dressed at a time we know that Maddie is deceased. So that makes her more than just ignorant. All right, that's a direct lie. Avison, he noticed all 60 were brought at the same time. All 60 were brought at the same time. So a really quick version of the story. The girl, right after her 13th birthday, Madeline Soto, she had a party on Sunday, and on Monday, she was reported missing. The mother and mother's live-in boyfriend both gave interviews, and their story was that they dropped her off near the school in a church parking lot because she didn't want to be seen being dropped off, embarrassed, all that, but that they left, and then she disappeared and never got to school. That's not at all what happened. Not at all. It took police a few days to figure that out. This guy, Stephan Sterns, wiped his phone, did a factory reset, and then handed it to the police and said, "You sure you can search it? But, I accidentally happened to reset the whole thing today. So good luck with that." But they're much smarter than that, right? Much smarter than that. So they were able to just get the data back. And the data on that phone had videos and images of, let's just say, highly illegal and highly perverted content. So with that content, that's when they found that, they brought 60 charges against him. So we'll go into the details on what they are. A lot of those charges are the only kind that you can only get that for having a certain amount of data. So a single charge, for example, encapsulates like 20 or more photos or videos. So you can imagine there were probably hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands. So they knew that he was essaying her, and they arrested him for that. So he was sitting on 60 total charges for all kinds of battery and minor and inappropriate acts. And now that they've done, really, and now that they've done the autopsy, see, the cops had him in custody, and why should they rush? So they took their time to get Emmy reports, get all the data, which they're not sharing because she's a minor and they shouldn't. And then while he's already in custody, then they brought the murder charge, right? So I guess we might as well I've got some people here who are interested. We're doing it. So the state of Florida versus Stephan Michael Sterns, case number 2024 CF 1293. This is the Ninth Circuit of the Ninth Judicial Circuit in Osceola County, Florida. Okay, so in the name and by the authority of the state of Florida, the grand jurors of the county of Osceola, duly called, impaneled, and sworn to inquire and true presentment, make in and for the body of the county of Osceola, all this legal language, right? But let's get to it. On or between the 25th day of February, 2024 and the 27th day of February, 2024. In said county and state did, in violation of Florida Statute 782.041A1, from a premeditated design to effect the death of Madeline Soto, a human being, unlawfully kill Madeline Soto, a true bill, 4-person signed of the grand jury. Okay, so that's interesting. They don't go into a lot of detail about what the premeditation is. And they also give us a 2-day window on the date and time of her death. I think that's a much wider window than we actually need, because we have more information about when she was last seen from her birthday party, being at her grandparents and other family. So I'm not sure why they did that, other than that we want to avoid the Brian Kohlberger kind of situation where you accidentally give this data just a little bit too small of a window, and then they really make the most of that contradiction, right? So the more wide you keep it, the more useful that will be for prosecution. All right, so charge, count 1, first-degree murder, capital. Summons capias, in custody. Bunch of legal terms. And then, as authorized and required by law, I have advised the grand jury returning this indictment, filed and presented in open court in the presence of the grand jury this 24th day of April 2024, signed by the deputy clerk. Okay. So there's some redactions, but this is an official document. I got my paws on. And there's an interesting video. I have this guy in transport. He's talking about how he was treated in jail the first couple nights. Not very good treatment. He's not having a good time. It's an interesting story, really is. So a lot more to dig into. if you guys want to see it, I'll play that second clip for you real quick, and then get a close up. And I actually have to get to work and work on a case from my office today. That's what I do, work in litigation right now. And then I'll be back tonight and have all this stuff prepped, and we'll go through a couple prepared clips. So meanwhile, yeah, Allison, okay. Gathering voices, you still here with me? Anybody else here? I can't tell because I'm multi-streaming. I'm not sure how many people I have totally in here, but still, we're calling it streaming test. So this is really amazing that anyone joined at all. Actually, I'm going to rename this real quick. Testing new live stream. Okay. All right. At least we have a name now. So, oh, and we'll just change this to public too. All right. Fun. That's still active, I think. Yeah, you guys are still in. Okay. All right. Let's do this last clip. Okay. See if you feel. Tell me if you feel sorry for Stephan. How you think he's doing in jail right now? Huh? I know I don't have a whole ton of sympathy for him. Let's see if I can get this. Or maybe there's a. Oh yeah, I gotta download it real quick. Vimeo. From my Vimeo, I have too many things in too many different spots. Library. I think theoretically I could live stream from Vimeo, but I just feel like I have a lot more options. Okay, Sterns. Where is this guy? Transport camera. Boom. Okay. We're gonna. How do I download this? I can't tell you how much fun it is. Either just super chill doing this with you guys. I need more of this coffee shop analysis in my life. It's absolutely wonderful. Oh my gosh, yes, there's so many things I want to share with you. This is so fun. Download. If I could figure out how. Okay, download. High quality, yes. New computer, lots of storage. Ding. By the way, how does my sound coming out to you guys? Does it feel like good quality, or should I be getting a mic connected? Yeah, man. I completely agree. This guy, he was doing this to her for over 4 years. So, I'm not saying to, I don't believe in being a mob. The law's handling it as they should, but I don't have any feelings for this guy. I don't have empathy. So sorry, but I don't. It's echoing. Okay, I actually have let me try the headset. I want to know if you think that's better. Yeah, for later. She got a couple of them here. What should I go with? Yeah. No. Here's one. I need to put this thing in this thing. I might disappear for a second. Oh no. Oh no, I did